When I see a city like Amsterdam, how can you make the city more attractive? I think one of the things which Amsterdam stands out for and which attracts a lot of international people is, for instance, our museums and things like that. So I think Amsterdam investing in other people attracting factors, also making it livelier for young people and things like that. So I think it's a large sum of money, but I would surely put 100 million apart for a new museum in Amsterdam.
Very good. Okay. Well, and we will all look forward to coming to its opening.
Yeah.
Very good, Sabina.
Perhaps slightly more conventional answer. Yeah, if the 500 mil had to be all in the Netherlands, it's a lot of money relative to that market. And I think you'd probably do 3 strategies. You'd do the residential for the very good, relatively high yielding, very safe, stable income. You'd probably do some logistics, next generation cross stock. I mean, that's just a global theme, building that kind of kit. And then I would definitely do the debt. I think relative to the UK and Germany, there's still a bit of juice left in that market.
So which one do you
Debt.
Debt. Yeah. Okay, good. Residential, logistics, debt. Erik.
I think 500 million is a bit too much indeed to invest in one sector. But I like some high returns and relatively low risk, so I'd put a large part of that money in empty / half empty buildings in CBDs in the larger cities in the Netherlands, in offices. Because I think that you can get those buildings for relatively good prices, and I think the risk is relatively low, as we see demand from an occupier perspective is increasing there, especially moving occupiers from outer city business park locations towards the inner city. So I think that's one part. And the second one is I think I'd wait for a few more months and see what happens in the retail market, and if indeed the value there will come down, the book values will come down, and investors are willing to invest to sell their retail portfolios to a more market level, then I put my money on retail as well. It has always been strong there. Yes, there's some vacancy now, but I think that will be one of the strongest sectors over the years. And then if I have some left, student housing, just because I like that sector. I like that it's new in the Netherlands, and there's a huge demand for it as well. So I think that that sector will do very well.
Okay, good. Michael.
I also think 500 million is a lot in the Dutch market. I would be focused in secondary offices, again with huge amount of due diligence, particularly got the right location, and also warehouse logistics, again because there's a lot of focus on prime, and I see that sort of tailing down into those sectors. 2 really important things: you've got to be very, very patient. So if you want it back next week, I wouldn't invest it, but 5 to 7 years I think is a sensible time. And I think the other thing is, in terms of if you're managing those assets, over-resource the number of people that are going to be looking after those assets. So you've got to price in quite high costs of running those portfolios, because the mistake would be not to have enough resources to look after that job, because it's very, very intensive.
Okay, good. Boris.
Yeah, last year I got this question, and it was the 100 million question, and now it's the 500 million question, so the market's going up very fast. I would advise you a really balanced portfolio, so maybe 1/3 in a value add strategy on buying bigger development locations in the bigger cities in the northern part of the Randstad, maybe like the South Axis, but also maybe like the Houthavens in Amsterdam. It's a really interesting location, so 1/3 there. I think 1/3, it's a really core investment, residential mortgages in the Netherlands, because they offer a really high return and a really low risk. That's really interesting. Our company did 850 million investments in this sector last year, with really happy clients in it. And the last part, I would well, evenly spread on the Dutch residential market, but also at the some extra possibilities on the healthcare market. So housing with combined with healthcare. On the long term, it's very interesting investment opportunity also. So that's my advice: a really balanced residential portfolio for you.
Good. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much to the panel. Thank you.